If you are accustomed to working in a graphical environment like Windows or Mac OS, you probably have used spaces in file names and directory names. Since you primarily interact with the files by pointing and clicking, you don't encounter any problems with these spaces. However, it is a different story if you have to work with them on the command line. Let's look at an example to see the problem firsthand. In the Spaces subdirectory, I have both a file and a directory with a space in the file name. Notice that the shell displays both the file and the directory in single quotes. This is to let you know that, for example, file name.txt is one entry and not two. If we try to cat the file, we can see the problem. Cat generates an error saying it can't find either the file with the name file or the file with the name name.txt. Let's try changing our directory to be mydir. CD complains that we have entered too many arguments. Both of these problems arise from the fact that the bash shell uses spaces as separators for command line arguments. As a result, the cat and cd commands both see two arguments instead of the one we intended. The easiest way to address this challenge is to not put spaces in file names. I frequently use dashes or underscores as word separators to avoid this problem. If that isn't an option, however, there are two ways to tell bash the space is part of the name. The first way is to escape the space with a slash like this. The escape character tells bash to treat the space as part of the argument and not a normal separator. This works with the directory as well. The other alternative is to place the entire name in quotes. You could use single quotes as I just did, but it is recommended to use double quotes. Double quotes tell bash you want to use the literal value in the quotes and not to interpret any special characters. Again, the best practice is to not use spaces in file names and directory names. If you don't have a choice, however, these two options can help you avoid the problems spaces promote.